Hey, what's happening? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Let There Be Talk. It is Monday, July 20th, and this episode is brought to you by the rock and roll machine makers, Earthquaker Devices. Yeah! Earthquaker Devices. You play guitar, bass, keyboards. You a maniac? You need some stomp boxes? You want to sound badass on stage? You want to light the candles of rock? Get yourself an Earthquaker device. It's a stomp box. It's a foot pedal. It's a rock and roll box, a machine. You know what I'm talking about. Shit, you plug your guitar in, stomp on it, and it goes to 11, as the famous Spinal Tap would say. This amp goes to 11. Earthquaker Devices. Find them at earthquakerdevices.com. Follow them on Twitter, Instagram. Get yourself a nice stomp box. My good friend Juan already uses it. You know him from Mars Volta. And that guy does some serious bass licks on your grave. Get yourself an Earthquaker device.
You need someone to love you. You need someone like me. Someone who can dust you but never leave you clean. We'll talk about the sunshine, forget about the past. I'm living for the moment, baby, hoping it will last.
All right, what's happening? Here we are. Podcast is late today, of course, because I was out in Toronto all weekend. What a fucking weekend, man. Wow. Thank you, everybody that came out to the Rock and Roll Circus. We had the epic show on Saturday night. Everything that went wrong, and everything that went right. The AC went out. It was the hottest day in Toronto. The humidity was on 100. I had swamp ass, or as I call it, puddle of mud. I had some puddle of mud going. But wow, what a fucking weekend. I can't believe it. I say it over and over, but man, everyone that's listening to the podcast is coming out. Shit is happening, getting some butts in the seats, and it's all because of you guys spreading the word. And, you know, grassroots, Metallica style, like I said, keep telling your friends about Let There Be Talk, and boom, it's happening. Man, what a great weekend. 8 shitloads of barbecue at the Aft Bar. Oh, can't believe I made it home. Red Band and I got fucking crazy. Ate about 20 gallons of candy, and then about 20 gallons of fucking barbecue, and about 7,000 fucking iced coffees, and you got a nice healthy diet, a Del Razor diet. I'm out of my mind. It's fucking hot in LA today too. It's humid. It was raining here all weekend while I was gone. Fucking crazy. I just say the summers are now winter and the winters are now summer. You could call it all you want. Global warning, global warning, like it's Queensryche. Global warning. But global warming, whatever. I think fucking just the planet, you know, the calendar is changing. You know, that's all. Winter's in the summer now. Just like I said a couple days ago, bombing on stage is the new killing. Man, anyway. Love you guys tuning in today. Got a great guest. Mr. Jay Mohr is my guest today, and we recorded this last month while we were on the road in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we talked about some crazy shit. How would you plan your funeral? Yeah, I never talk about that. I'm afraid of death. It's the only thing I'm afraid of. I'm not afraid of dying, or I wouldn't ride a motorcycle, but I am afraid of fuck-off cancer. Shit like that. Death that you can't fucking slow death. Life is probably a slow death, right? But I mean, you know what I mean. Anyway, how would you plot your funeral? Weird fucking topic. We talked about that. We talk about rock and roll. We talk about what else? Films, movies, everything. Anytime Jay Mohr and I sit down and talk, it gets interesting. I love talking to him. We go all over the board, and he's just fucking fantastic. Check it out. Before we get any further, let's see. Just saw Trainwreck about an hour ago. Another reason this podcast is late. And wow, go see that. It is funny. Amy Schumer, everywhere lately. And well-deserved. Man, she is so fucking funny. Great actress in this movie. I loved it. All kinds of my friends are in it. It's awesome to see. It's great. I hope you guys already seen it. I think it was number 1 this weekend. I'm not even sure, but I think it was, and well-deserved. I remember seeing Amy Schumer about 3 years ago. I didn't know who she is or who she was. I was at the Meltdown. Her and Jeselnik came in. They were going to run their roast. When people roast people for the Comedy Central roast for about a month, you'll see them around at clubs running the material. And she came in and she destroyed. And I was like, who the fuck is that? She is a gangster. She is outlaw. I loved it. Just spewing out radical shit. Great woman. Hats off to her, man. Go see it. And congrats on all your success, Amy Schumer. I know you listen to this podcast. She don't even know who I am. All right. One last thing. I flew home from Toronto and I was watching movies. And boom, they had Giant on. I hadn't seen it in probably 20 years. James Dean Giant. And you forget, as the years go by, I forget how fucking great James Dean was. And he's like one of my top favorite actors of all time. But I just fucking forget. Out of sight, out of mind. 3 movies, and then he goes, which is the fucking bummer, But man, watch Giant. Sit down and don't fucking text during it. Turn your phone off and watch this fucking epic saga. It is amazing. I mean, everyone in this film crushes. And my good buddy, the one I love the most, Dennis Hopper, is right in there. Like I always say, Dennis Hopper worked with all the fucking best. James Dean, Marlon Brando, what else? David Lynch. He directed Colors. I mean, he's done it all. He worked with John Wayne. I mean, there's no one cooler than fucking James Dean. And, Dennis Hopper did 2 movies with him. So that makes Dennis Hopper cooler in my book. Math. I'm fucking kooky today. Whoa! I don't know why I'm so out of my mind. I'm jacked up still from all that candy and meat I ate. This weekend, I'm back on the Marin Nation tour. We're rolling into Boulder, Colorado on the 24th, and we'll be in Denver on the 25th. Get tickets, Marin Nation, me and Mark Marin. I'm coming in with him. Wow, what a fucking great weekend that's going to be. And then, of course, Del Razors and Death Squad, San Jose Improv, July 30th. Come on down. Get tickets right away, Bay Area. I guess that's about it, probably. I'm out of my mind. Fucking peeking, ready to get this episode to you. Enjoy your week. Light the candles of rock. And keep those reviews going. Wow, we got a bunch of new reviews. That was great on iTunes. Thank God. It was sitting there stale for a minute. So keep the reviews going. You want to donate to the podcast, email me at deandelray@yahoo.com. It really does help, believe it or not. Thank you. There's a little burp for you. Nasty Delray. See ya. Hey, what's happening? Here we are, another episode of Let There Be Talk live from Las Vegas at the South Point Casino. Just finished a show with Jay Mohr.
Hey, thanks for coming out tonight. How you feeling, Las Vegas?
Are you feeling it? Are you ready to rock?
Are you guys cool?
Let me see your lighters.
Do you like, because I do that bit on stage of, my rules about lead singers. Don't tell me who to vote for. Don't tell me what charity I should be involved with.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what town I'm in. And then I go, I actually take that one back. I'm guilty of freaking out over that one. You're in Las Vegas, and the Stones are like, all right, Las Vegas. And you're like, oh, my God, I'm in Las Vegas, too. High-fiving strangers.
Yeah.
Does that bother you? Like, what are your ground rules, like, when bands get... First of all, go out relatively on time. If doors open at 8, I should be there at 11:30 going, where are they?
Yeah. Well, I do a bit where I say rock's not dangerous anymore. And a singer said, make sure you recycle. What do you want, water?
Recycle? No, we're going to quote. Recycle?
Yeah, dude.
What a dick. You really did?
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing, like, how much comedy... I think we talked about this last time I was on Let There Be Talk. Was like, I don't think comics realize like 80% of their act has already happened to them, and you just got to like sit tight.
Yeah.
And eventually, like that thought bubble's gonna go boop, boop, into your head, and you're gonna go, "Oh yeah, that's right." That lead singer said, "Don't forget to recycle."
Yeah,
you should have yelled something back at him.
I did. I said, I want to recycle this ticket back. You suck.
Don't forget to recycle, people.
It's true, though. I think the way you get great as a comedian is you start to realize, oh, fuck, I can just tell these real stories in my life, like the Theo's Killer, you know? That kind of stuff is starting to happen now.
Killer.
You know what I mean? But, we're in Vegas, and it's so funny. I saw Springsteen here in 99, and...
when I was a little kid growing... Nobody cared! Nobody want to hear... I don't hear any anecdotes about your life. I want to hear...
I love Bruce.
I want to hear Candy's Room.
I love Bruce, but the problem now is he is just a little too much Americana on stage, where he's like... The president of rock and roll, the band who fell to ground, the man, the town, the cannon on the drum, Max Weinberg.
Yeah, like Pentecostal preacher.
Yeah, and
I dug it. When I saw him at Staples, I'm like, wow. And then you see him like a year later, and he's still doing it. You're like, oh. And then it's like when you think a comic is ad-libbing their whole set.
Yeah.
Like Charlie Fleischman once we saw at the Laugh Factory, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
This guy made up his entire fucking set.
It was radical.
And you see him like the next week, and it's the exact same. And you're like, oh, he's just making it look.
Yeah.
Well, which is a talent unto itself, to make it look like making that shit.
I'm not knocking Bruce. I love him. But if you watch like 75 Bruce.
77.
That era.
Sake, New Jersey, and YouTube.
Like when you're watching him and you're going like, this guy is living the fuck out of this, right? He still is now like unbelievable performer. His body's incredible. His voice is incredible. He plays amazing. But
I don't think he's living the fuck out of it. Somebody asked him, how come he doesn't write more songs about himself?
Yeah.
And he said, I do gigs, I go home. What would I write about? Like, I don't think he's really...
No, I'm saying on stage, though, he goes 100.
Second to none.
Fuck yeah. I mean, so great. But I like, my favorite performers are dark and mysterious, Like if you go see Chris Robinson, he's high as fuck. And he's not going like, he's just up there like, far out, man. Let's see.
Hey, how you doing?
Let's see where we can take this, whatever. And you're just going like, whoa.
Like
what
Jimmy Page, you thought actually worshiped the devil.
Yeah, absolutely.
You played Led Zeppelin 2 backwards.
Yeah.
You were like, it's
Hail Satan or whatever you hear.
And then it's like so absurd. Like Jimmy Page just aged like he's now just this erudite, gray-haired man.
I love him now. I love
when
his
you
look.
watch Song Remains the Same, it's like good versus evil. Like Robert Plant's wearing white, Jimmy's wearing black. They're knights. They're fucking jousting and shit.
Yeah.
One time my wife and I were watching. It was Shatner doing Rocket Man and like whatever show he was doing it on when he just talks it.
Yeah.
With a cigarette, Bucket Man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm trying to formulate what a douchebag he is. I want to say it the right way.
Right.
Because my wife's the first person to ever make me want to speak concisely and correctly. And as I'm thinking of it, she says, fucking confident.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. Like, I could not have thought of anything that cool. Like, this guy, Shatner, can't sing.
Yep.
Sings.
Yep.
And he's sitting on a stage with a cigarette, and he's acting out fucking Rocket Man.
Yeah.
And you can't take your eyes off him.
I love him.
That's pretty confident. And his version of Common People destroys Jarvis Cocker's Common People.
I just read some shit on him. If you read...
I heard he's Canadian.
Shatner?
Yeah, it's fucked up, man.
What? Get out of here.
No, he is Canadian. He is.
This is what I read about him, which is unbelievable. When Star Trek comes out, it's only on like 3 seasons, and then it's gone. And basically, the people on that show are gone. And somehow, he keeps pushing. He's living in his car after Star Trek. Like, I'm fucking done, because it's, I'm talking like 5 years later, can't get anything. Then he gets like T.J. Hooker,
With Adrian Zemed, right?
Yeah.
And Heather Locklear?
Yeah. And then
I love that show.
Yeah, right? And then he gets another show, and then he gets that long commercial run, and then they do the movies.
Boston Legal.
Yeah, Boston legal.
With Spader.
And I think he's like, they said 83 or something right now.
He looks great.
I know, right? I just read this because he was saying he got a lot of flack for not going to Spock's funeral. And he was like, look, man, 5 months before I knew he was dying, I booked this Red Cross thing, and I didn't want to, cancel on the Red Cross. And they're like,
I think that's jive, though.
I don't, because
it's Spock's funeral. That's your guy.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know.
Red Cross, you do it the next night. I'm being dead serious.
Yeah, I guess so, right? You're going, look, my man died. You understand?
You and I have known each other 1/10 the amount of time as Leonard Nimoy and fucking Shatner.
An entire lifetime they spent together.
Yeah. And, we've never done, a show.
Yeah.
And a show of that magnitude.
Yeah.
It's just, live long and prosper and to boldly go where no man... Hey, bro, I got this gig, man.
I'm at the Improv tonight.
Yeah, you know what?
I can't make your funeral, dude. Ontario.
I'm redoing my website. By the way, I am. If I can plug a couple things. Me and Dean are going to be at Comedy Works in August. That's in Denver. All my dates are
6, 7, 8 of August.
Say what now?
6, 7, 8 of August.
Oh, I did. Huh? I did that last time I was on, and it made you crazy.
Oh, no.
Huh? What? Oh, huh? August 6th, August 7th, and August 8th. We're at Comedy Works Denver.
Yep.
Go to jmohr.com for my dates. I really did upgrade my whole site. There's new content pretty much every day.
Yep, and it looks good. The dates look good.
The podcast comes out on Monday, Tuesday. There's this guy called Glove and Boots. I put up feeds of that. And then there's this thing that we put up on jmohr.com called This Happened, which is weird shit. I think I'm going to go as far as I can with pro wrestling fails. Like Hulk Hogan pulling his own head out of a box.
Yeah.
And acting freaked out. And you just see the audience staring this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. But also tonight, as you said, we were live in Las Vegas at awesome South Point Casino. And
how'd you like the show?
I thought it was great. It's a weird room but let me quickly... if you go to my site, the blue Heyman T-shirts that are $50, you go, hey, why is this shirt fucking $50? How long was I with those dudes after the show?
Yeah, man, you get to go backstage. It's a great thing, Yeah, it's a great thing.
Buy the blue Heyman shirts, and if you want to listen to more stories, there's a More Stories app. I encourage you to do so. Now, you got to go to Leonard Nimoy's funeral, bro.
Yeah.
You ever been asked to speak at a funeral?
What's that?
Have you ever been asked to speak at a funeral?
No, I got a rule: no funerals, no weddings. I don't go. I don't go. I went to one funeral.
I'd rather go to a funeral than a wedding.
Whoa! I went to a funeral, and it was my buddy, and I'd never been to one. So I walk. I wasn't prepared for how it was going to fuck with me. And I walk up to the coffin, and he's there, and he's got makeup on, and he's dead, and it fucking tore me up for a long time. I was like, I'm not doing that again. If they pass away, I deal with it on my own. But to see it?
What if somebody asked you, bro, I need you at my fucking sister's funeral. I can't do this. I need you there.
I can't. Well, if it's somebody I don't know and a guy needs some.
It's like a buddy of yours. I need this from you.
I would go with him for that. I'm talking about when it's a dude that I know or a person that I know really well, and I go, it's fucking... like I said, I went once, and I was like, oh, this doesn't work for me.
So you've been to, one funeral in your whole life?
Yeah. Yeah, because...
that's the reason I became a Catholic, was at my wife's Aunt Janet's funeral.
Yeah.
You know the story?
No.
Aunt Janet dies, right? They live in St. Louis, and Uncle Sonny calls... my wife's Uncle Sonny, and he asked me to be one of his wife's pallbearers.
Yeah.
And I was like, of course. And I'm doing the math. He's got enough sons to cover the load, right?
Yeah.
So a couple sons got boxed out. Big family, right? And I'm like, wow. And my wife said, and Sonny said to me, he goes, the happiest my wife ever was for the last decade of her life, because she was so sick, was at your and Nick's wedding.
Wow.
So I'd be honored if you... And I'm like... First of all, you being honored that I'm going to help lower your bride into the grave, it's all weird to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it is it's almost like being knighted in the most morbid way possible. Somebody's asking you to carry their dead wife, to that hole.
Yeah.
So I said yes, right? So because Sonny called me. So the whole time, Dean, I'm in this church. I always wanted a military funeral. I'm
Yeah.
in the military. 21 gun salute.
Yeah.
21 gun salute.
For those about to rock, fire! We salute you!
I always wanted one of those.
Yeah.
But I'm not in the military. Then I played movies roles where I was like a cop, and there was like a cop funeral. You get 21 gun salute there too. But
Yeah,
or fireman funerals.
Yeah.
But I ain't gonna get that shit.
Yeah. Well, you could get one.
I'm at a Catholic. I ain't gonna get a fireman funeral.
You just pay some people to come down and shoot
it ain't
some
legit,
guns.
man. I want that legit, man.
Well,
So
how about if you just played the song for those about to rock, and you got the cannons at the end as they're lowering
That's
down?
your funeral for sure.
That is my funeral, right? It's just going down as the cannons are going off. Everybody hears this, you know.
as the casket goes down.
Yeah. As it's going down, it's just like fire. Actually, I've already plotted out mine. I want to be cremated because I think there's too many bodies in the ground taking up prime land right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Build another golf course right there.
that area where all the celebrities are buried off Barham there. What's it called?
I know it's Forest Lawn.
That could be some of the best pads going. The views.
Yeah,
right?
you're right.
So I want to be cremated, and then I want my buddies to hike. I'm going to make them work. Hike Half Dome. I was born in Yosemite, and just throw them off Half Dome. The ashes.
Half Dome?
Yeah, in Yosemite.
What does that mean?
Yosemite Half Dome.
Half Dome? I never heard that before.
It's the biggest piece of granite.
I'm going to take some of your ashes and I'm just going to fucking flush them down the toilet.
Oh, get out of here, you dick!
Take a big log.
What was the movie where they snorted them? Was that Boogie Nights or something?
It was Keith Richards. That was the rumor.
Oh, yeah, Keith
He
Richards.
said he wanted his friends to snort him. So I go to, real quick.
Okay.
So I go to this funeral. I'm carrying his, not yet. Yeah, I carried the funeral I'm at is Catholic. Very St. Louis Catholic. Yeah. And they got like incense and chants. And it's the first funeral I ever went to where people went to the funeral that did not know the deceased. They went because they were Catholic and they went to the same parish.
Whoa.
That's like a cop funeral where all the cops come because one of their brothers went down.
Right.
So
right.
a Catholic went down, they came out. And I'm like looking around and it was this pageantry. And everybody knew like the same things to say and they said, peace be with you. And like 400 people go, and peace be unto you. And I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I want to know the words to this.
Scary stuff.
And I realized, no, it wasn't scary. It was fucking cool.
Oh, really?
So I said, I could do a Catholic funeral. So I started thinking in my head, like, I want my funeral to be cool like this. You know?
Yeah.
So I told my wife, remember, Sonny called me, called, the key word, called.
Yeah.
Right? So I start tripping out. Like, it was just this real weird religious experience I had. Not spiritual like strippers. I'm just kind of spiritual. It was religious, specific to Catholicism. So my wife said, why don't you go to a Catholic church and audit it, just sit in the back and see how you dig it. Just pick a mass and go and just see if it's for you, right?
Yeah.
I go because I feel like I'm being called upon. Sonny called me. I feel like I'm maybe being called upon for something bigger. I'm sitting in the back of a church, and the Monsignor walks out to do the mass. And that's not normal. Monsignors don't really do it. They're kind of like the mob boss, right?
Yeah.
Usually the lieutenants are running mass. Remember, what's the key word? Called.
Yeah, called you.
Guy walks out, 9 a.m. mass at St. Monica's in Santa Monica, and he just goes, he just looks around, doesn't say good morning, and goes, we are a called upon people. As if I just said to him, why do I feel like I'm being called upon?
Yeah.
Because we are, like, why would you start a mass that way? Like, that was weird, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I go home, I tell my wife. She goes, well, that's amazing. She goes, what Catholic church did you choose? I went St. Monica's. She says, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I go, why? She goes, that's where I was baptized.
Whoa.
I'm like, this is crazy. So
Yep.
I converted.
So there it is.
That was it. People, because a lot of atheists get on me like, fucking invisible man in the sky. I go, no, bro. My church is cool. There's a gay and lesbian Stations of the Cross. You see Maria Shriver over there. Conan O'Brien's there.
Yeah.
And like 40 homeless dudes holding like fucking pit bulls. All are welcome to sign above the door.
Really?
So when I...
Conan's there?
Yeah. Tom Brady got married there.
Wow.
Farley's funeral was there.
Farley?
Yeah.
Chris Farley?
Yeah.
Man.
I was going to go for the joke, but I don't know any other famous Farleys. Like Lorne Green? Yeah. So my funeral, if I had to play a fucking tune at my funeral, I don't know. I think you got it nailed with those about to rock and the casket being lowered to the floor.
Pretty cool,
Does
right?
it go down incrementally? Like every time it goes, fire! Then it just goes down like 10 inches?
Yeah.
And you just time it out for 21?
Actually, I think what's even cooler is it's one of my favorite AC/DC songs. Everything about it, it's
the opening guitar, I keep rewinding.
That's what I'm talking.
The first 8 seconds, I just go back and hit rewind.
It's a saga.
Ding, ding,
Dun, 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 dun. And the way Malcolm comes in, down, 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 down. You know, and then the lyrics, it's like, stand up and be counted.
For what you're about to receive.
For what you are about to receive. We are the dealers. We give you everything you need.
Hail to the good times.
Because rock has got the right away, you know?
Oh, so fuck, that's great.
So I think the casket's up, and as the guitar starts going, it's moving down slow, you know? And by the time they get to the cannons, it's in the ground.
I think you should put a cannon in the casket and blow the lid off.
Yeah.
And you fucking come out for the encore.
Second life.
Fake your whole death.
Yeah, fake your death. And you know how people always say, like Tupac faked his death, Morrison? Yeah. What would be great is if you actually faked your death, and then you could hear people talking about you.
Like Tom Sawyer.
Yeah, there you go.
Not the Rush song, the actual book. The kid goes to his own funeral.
That's a funny.
And Robert Duvall did it in the movie Get Low.
Get Low? Oh, really?
So I won't have a funeral. He plays an old ass man with a giant ass beard.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to have a funeral, and he just sits in the back and wants to know what everybody fucking says about him. And he calls it Getting Low. I want to get low. Time to get low.
Get Low.
It's a good movie.
I've never seen that.
It's real. He should. How he didn't get nominated is beyond me because he got nominated for The Judge.
Yeah.
Which was okay.
Yeah.
But like,
well, that's always the
it's
the makeup.
They're like, oops, like Pacino Scent of a Woman.
Yeah, you're going. Wait a minute, you missed him
like
on
Meryl Streep for fucking Mamma Mia. Like, really nominate somebody for Mamma Mia?
Yeah, Meryl Streep.
If I was Meryl Streep, I don't think I would go to the Oscars anymore.
Yeah,
18 nominations, you gave me 2.
Yeah,
kiss my ass.
Yeah, see you later.
No one is better than Meryl Streep any given year,
and she's beautiful.
Yeah, Jersey girl, Madison, New Jersey.
Deer Hunter.
Fucking her and Walken
are the
two most beautiful people on earth in that movie. Everybody thinks Walken's like this big goofy joke.
No.
Christopher Walken in like Annie Hall and Deer Hunter is one of the most ethereal beauties, right?
Dude, Deer Hunter, when Walken, they're doing the Russian roulette, it's one of the most brutal scenes.
Chamber and knock on Mikey.
It's
2, 3 bullets. Ow!
Mow! Mow, mow!
No more. No. That scene to me is the biggest coup, C-O-U-P, in cinematic history because what people don't realize is there's a guy holding a fucking boom mic. There's probably 16 people at that table.
Yeah.
Right outside
full film crew.
There's a guy holding a bounce card for light.
Yep.
And De Niro does that fucking scream into the click.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I don't know how they get to that level, but
I never fucking sniffed it, so I don't know. I just memorize my shit and fucking wait for the pause and then talk.
Sometimes I forget when I'm watching a movie. I watch these classics over and over and over and over, and you completely. This is what makes it so incredible. You forget that it's a movie. They made that so, like you and I. You've done some movies. You did great movies. I did some shitty movies, but you went somewhere. So they went to like Cambodia. They fly there as actors. They learn their lines. They get out into the swamp, and then they become completely different people. And for the rest of our lives, we see it. And don't even, when I look at those. I never go, that's Walken and Pacino there. I mean, De Niro there. I never say that. Ever. You know, I just look at it and go, whoa. I just think it's two guys in this Vietnam War.
Well, of course. You know.
I know, but I'm just saying, at that level, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is other level. And when you look at movies like Apocalypse Now, you know, there's shit that, like, they like Martin Sheen had a heart attack.
Yeah.
When they were filming, Lawrence Fishburne was like 12
It's my
or
favorite
13.
film. Harvey Keitel gets cast as the lead. They fire him 2 weeks in.
Yeah.
They already had posters made.
This is the one thing in Hollywood that'll never leave my brain. Where is the footage of Keitel? It wasn't 2 weeks, it was 4 weeks.
4 weeks, yeah.
So 4 weeks, they're in a fucking PT Cruiser going upriver.
Yeah.
Like, I am the black guy, the chief of the boat.
Yeah, love him. Yeah.
I'm the chief. And he's getting in that argument. What did they film?
Yeah. Yeah, I heard it was the hotel scene.
You are to exterminate with extreme prejudice.
Yeah, I heard they filmed the hotel scene, know?
Look, that's Francis Ford Coppola and Zoetrope. He ain't going to throw that shit away.
I know.
It's fucking daily. It's a month of filming.
I collect, stuff from movies I love.
We are going to go upriver and get Colonel Kurtz. Frankly, sir, I don't see a method. Never get out of the goddamn boat. All I wanted was a fucking mango, man.
You know what you ought to do? You ought to have a guy let you dub in Keitel's voice on all of the Sheen scenes.
He'd gone upriver.
It would explode on YouTube.
I'll do that, yeah.
That would be a cool project.
I had Charlie Sheen on my podcast.
You
I went
did?
to his house, yeah. He's a good dude. We just got it together. You know what happened? I got 2 guests from being on the Tonight Show as the second guest.
Yeah.
I was like their guy, and I told them, I did 21 Tonight Shows, right around the
21.
yeah.
Holy shit.
I got a Post-it note. My most pride. I have no possessions. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
There's no luggage racks on a hearse. You can't. The only thing you take with you is what you give away.
Yeah.
Love,
Yeah.
kindness, sympathy, compassion. So all them jerseys I used to collect when I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, right.
I got a Pat Tillman jersey that I'm not going to toss because it's a fucking Pat Tillman jersey.
Yeah.
But it's not because it's mine. It's just, number 40, guy died and I got shot, friendly fire. Yeah, it's fucked up. But all them jerseys I used to collect, all autographed baseballs and shit. I got so many footballs in storage, signed by all. I don't care at all. But once Tracy Fisk came up to me on the Tonight Show set during a commercial with a pink Post-it note. I said to her, how many times have I been on before the show?
Yeah.
She goes, I'll find out for you. I'll ask. I forget the other lady's name. So it's in between commercial, and she comes up to me with a pink Post-it note. And it was the other producer lady. A Post-it. This little ass pink Post-it.
Yep.
She's right. This is Jay's 21st appearance in pen. That's all it says.
Wow.
It's framed in my house. But in the guest room where nobody knows where it is.
Yeah.
But that little fucking Post-it note.
Right.
Just so casual.
Yeah.
Of my life-altering thing that happened.
Yeah.
21 times. But this is Jay's 21st appearance on a little pink Post-it note in a shadow box frame.
That's a cool thing to have at the hut, though.
So cool.
Because people go, what's that? And then you got a great story. But
I wanted to be their Buddy Hackett. So I'll make this real quick. My 11th appearance, I said, look, I want to be your Buddy Hackett, like how Carson had Buddy Hackett.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody falls out, I'm here.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Wow.
And I booked 2 guests on more stories, like Charlie Sheen. I said, hey, you want to do my podcast? And 2 weeks later, I just call him, and he goes, can you come by tomorrow, man? Just come by, man. Just come by tomorrow, man. So what made me think of this is in the middle of the podcast, he's all over the place. He's super. He wasn't fucking fucked up or anything. He's just, he's a nutty guy.
Yep.
And he goes, you want to see something amazing? You want to see my dad's helmet from Apocalypse Now?
Whoa.
Yeah, I do. Bro, he takes out Captain Willard's helmet from the movie.
Yeah.
He puts it on the table. I could feel seething fucking negativity coming at me in waves.
Off that helmet?
Yeah, bro. It was nuts.
Whoa. Wow.
Seething fucking bad mojo coming out of that dome.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
And I ain't making that shit up.
Yeah.
I put that on the table, and it was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
My buddy went to the Coppola winery recently, and I guess you can go into this room where they have all the archives, and there's the fucking cameras that Hopper wore.
Had.
there's the fucking stick with the fucking heads on them, you know.
Where are the Keitel dailies?
Yeah, they're around. But here's what I love collecting stuff of shit that I think is iconic. And I saw a original movie poster for it with Keitel's name on it.
Really?
Yeah, it was on eBay, and it was like $7,000. I was like, yeah, there's probably only...
You have to sell your motorcycle to get something.
Yeah, probably like 10, you know. But they had made some posters, like, you know, like, all right, this is going to be the poster while they're shooting the film, you know, like right away. They start making posters. Because, you know, that became a 2-year shoot, but they probably thought it was going to be 6 weeks, you know.
Yeah, they got trapped.
Yeah, they got trapped.
The Philippines?
The storm came and wiped out their
attack.
sets. Yeah, heart attack.
Airlift your star.
Fucking.
Did you know the helicopters they used were the Marcos's military helicopters?
Yeah. So they would take off, and they go, "Where are they going?" They go, "Oh, they're fighting a war
Civil
right
War.
now." Yeah, they got to go.
In the middle of filming.
Yeah,
half your fucking actors.
Yeah.
Are like later.
Yeah, and also I heard that they used real bodies from morgues from that war in the scene there. Those are like real bodies hanging.
Platoon is good, great.
Yeah.
Lost Best Picture to Dances with Wolves. No, Goodfellas lost Dances with Wolves.
Oh, yeah.
And Raging Bull lost to Ordinary People. But Ordinary People is actually extraordinary.
I get pretty furious on how Raging Bull lost to Ordinary People.
Ordinary People is extraordinary, though. But it should have won. You're right.
Yeah.
Believe me, I'm all in on Raging Bull.
I always get into this of movies that didn't win, or when people don't win. I just talked to Todd Barry about how, like, Sean Penn did not win for Dead Man Walking. That was the year Nicolas Cage won for Leaving
Gotta
Las
give it to
Vegas.
Nicolas Cage.
No.
I disagree with you. Sean Penn's arc was just very...
Oh, no.
He was incredible.
Oh.
And when at the end... Spoiler alert. Fuck you, spoiler
Yeah,
alert.
spoiler. It's fucking 30
When he
years.
goes, I killed those kids. When he
Yeah.
cried, like that's
Yeah.
kind of just what you're waiting for the whole time. So it's like it's just kind of like a pleasure button. You just got to wait an hour and a half to get it.
I don't know,
It was
man.
like Nicolas Cage being that fucking nutty.
Felt
and that
too
drunk.
cartoony to me, the Nicolas Cage thing. I partied my head off. I know people that party their head off. They're not like that, you know?
I know lots of people that were like that. I'm a prickly pear. Don't you love Nicolas Cage impressions? I don't see enough of them. You go on YouTube
Yeah.
and you can see like a montage of guys doing awesome Nicolas Cage impressions.
Really? Yeah, I love him in that. What was that movie? That weird one, man.
I'm glad you like my movie.
What was that one?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man.
I'll tell you a weird movie I love with Pacino, and that's Insomnia.
Oh,
Him
yeah.
and Robin Williams.
Yeah, man.
He should have been nominated for that. When Robin Williams is a serial killer.
Robin Williams, man.
And they're up all fucking, like for a week, because the sun never goes down up in that part of Alaska.
Yeah.
And Pacino's like seeing tracers. Fucking up for... And Robin Williams knows it, starts playing him.
Yeah.
And they meet in a ferry, and Robin Williams goes, I'm not who you think I am. And Pacino just goes, he can barely keep his eye. I think you're a piece of shit. You think you're special because you cut her fucking nails and painted them? You're about as interesting to me as a pipe is to a fucking plumber. You're my job. What's the Nicolas Cage movie?
It's the, what is it, Inception or whatever? What's that movie
I
called?
don't know. I just did all this cover for you just so you could think of your movie.
I know. I'm just trying to remember what it was. It's that one where they go around in time and shit.
I don't know that.
Oh, what is it?
I know Nick of Time is great with...
It's Inception, isn't it? Or no, that's
Leo DiCaprio.
yeah, it's fuck.
Everyone is listening to your podcast yelling this shit out right
Yeah, they are. They're, it's a great film.
now. How old is it?
It's probably from the 90s.
But you don't even know what decade it is, you dizzy prick.
It's so great.
You're like,
dude.
I don't know the name of it, but it might be from this era.
Well, you know, you know what's amazing, dude?
I think people wore hats.
Sometimes my brain works fantastic, and other times it gets fucking.
You better not be talking about Face Off.
No, fuck no.
Leaving Las Vegas.
Okay,
All right.
it's after that. It's incredible.
All right, I got to go with IMDb.
Yeah,
Riveting fucking podcasting we got going here.
this is good.
No, it's not.
No,
Tell some stories.
no, it's not. I love you.
Looking shit. He's 6 feet tall.
He's 6 feet
His
tall.
middle name is Kim.
Yeah, he's a Coppola.
Nicholas Kim Coppola. He's a Capricorn. You know what his nickname is?
No.
Nick. Fucking says that on the internet.
No.
What a bunch of dicks. What a bunch of a-holes.
I love Sophia Coppola.
You do? As a director?
No.
She did Sometimes Salvation video, didn't she?
So, yeah, she was in that. She was so great.
She didn't direct it?
No, she was just in it now. She's beautiful, though. In that era, like Godfather 3.
All right. I have a different opinion, and I will say this.
Yeah.
I saw Godfather 3 in the theater, and when she got shot, the whole place applauded.
Oh, well, yeah.
She was so annoying.
Well, no, it was terrible.
Bad Lieutenant, he was great in.
Supposed to be Winona Ryder.
You're going to remake Bad Lieutenant?
Oh.
I was like, you got to be shitting me.
Yeah.
And then I watched it, Port of Call.
Oh, yeah, the New Orleans one?
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great.
Oh,
They did a really good job.
That, man, people didn't see that. They slept on it, you know? That thing is fucking crazy.
Next, Grindhouse, Ghost Rider, Wicker Man, World Trade Center, Weatherman, Lord of War, National Treasure. Lord of War was great. Adaptation was amazing.
Somebody just told me I should see.
Adaptation.
That's it. That's the
He
one.
didn't travel around in time. He
What?
played fucking the Kaufman twins.
Yeah, that's it. That thing's
How did
great.
he not win the Oscar for that?
That movie is fantastic. How
He
great.
said he travels around
well,
in
I can't-
time,
I
and
can't-
I think it's in the 90s. He plays Charlie Kaufman, and it's about a writer.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what it
And
was.
it's in 2002.
It's
You're
like
the best.
it's like
the best.
It's like Jim Carrey in that Spotless Mind, man, Eternal Sunshine. That film is so good. And
I never saw it.
Oh my God! What's your favorite film?
Of all time?
Yeah, can you do it?
Yeah, it's either Goodfellas. I mean, it's got to be something that's like so perfect that every time you watch it, it's better.
Yeah.
But Goodfellas is underrated.
Yeah, I don't like
People
it.
think it's what?
Yeah, I don't like Goodfellas.
Raging Bull was my favorite movie of
Yeah.
all time, but there's times where I can fast forward,
Ooh,
and in Goodfellas, there's not a frame I can miss. And
Wow.
every time I watch Goodfellas, there's something in it that I go, oh, fuck. He knows he's a fucking rat. When the mom goes, Henry, what's wrong?
yeah.
You don't talk. Pesci's got a look on his face like, I'm going to watch out for this fucking guy.
You know why? I mean, it's cool, and it's a good movie.
Goodfellas is my favorite movie.
Man, really? Over Godfather 1 and 2?
It's so poorly lit.
Oh,
But people go, oh, he's a genius. Cinematographer in the boathouse. Like, no, I can't see. You got fucking two actors in a room. I don't see either of them.
I love the
The
look
lake
of
is
it.
lit up like a fucking operating room behind them in the snow.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's what he was going for. Like, no director is going to go, I can't see my actors. This is great.
I love
I
that.
can't see Al Pacino.
I love the look of it. It's all burnt amber.
You broke my heart, Fredo.
Oh, yeah. Fredo?
I'm looking at,
Don't ever
right now,
go against the
IMDb
family.
of Dean Delray.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Actor.
Yeah.
Ready for this?
Yeah.
Delivery guy on Marin.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
Project Tennessee. Noise Matters.
Yeah. Noise Matters just came
Timmy
out.
Muldoon in the Search for the Shadow Eyes Bandit. Video short. Play Dead.
Played Ed.
The Long Shots.
Ice Cube.
Hell Ride. You played Ape Shit.
Tarantino. Ape shit.
You should, you're very castable.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll tell you one thing, Dean Delray. You're one of very few comics I love watching every time you get out there.
Did you watch my set tonight?
You make me laugh. What the fuck, you laugh on the inside? You said to that one guy? Was it a guy or a lady?
It was a guy.
Right up front,
It was a table of Republicans.
Yeah, a little bit to your left.
He just had his balls out in his
Just
shorts.
the way you go, did you guys drive in from Utah?
Yeah.
Like, none of it's like revolutionary, what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah.
But the way you say it, you know, the old expression of like breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
But like when you break it, you kind of come through like fucking Kool-Aid, like coming through the brick wall. Oh yeah, it's like a good time. It's
Yeah.
fucking Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
You're not like you'll. I remember we were at the Irvine Improv once.
Yeah.
And you go, look at this chick. You know she fucks. In the place, I was like, what? Like I would never dream of saying that. You know what I mean? And I got the reputation of being like a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just go, look at this chick. You know she fucks. She's right. She's right in front of you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was amazed.
Yeah.
I would never dream of saying that. That's ballsy, dude.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes
I'd
it
be
doesn't.
too afraid, man.
What are you afraid of, though? Are you afraid that she's going to be
anybody,
mad? Are you afraid she's going to be mad? Or a dude, like when you talk
No,
to
anybody. I don't want
Right.
anybody to ever, and I mean anybody.
Yeah.
If there's 2,000 people in an audience, I want all 2,000 people saying, not good, not great. That was like the single greatest comedy show I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
If they see 100 stand-up shows,
Yeah.
I want that to be their fucking Van Halen at Oakland Coliseum.
Yeah.
Where it's like, yeah, but I did see this, so everything pales.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to I roll the dice with the material,
Right.
and I go out on a couple weird ledges,
Yeah.
and if they're down, they come with you. Like the bit my wife wrote on the. So what I'm afraid of is I don't want anybody like fuck him. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't have that in the room.
Yeah.
That's not our job.
I hear you.
Our job, it's a very specific service industry.
Yeah.
But I've never seen anybody turn on you. Do you ever have an audience member go like "fuck you"?
No. Yeah. It's always
She
somebody
likes to fuck.
that's trying to be on the spot.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to put you on the spot.
Yeah,
Now
you win. You've got my attention.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
Now let's
I got
see.
it. Yeah. I always just want, like my wife wrote, like my last special, the Showtime special that she wrote, and there was that whole bit about irony.
Yeah.
How I hate it, I don't have it. Nothing so bad that it's good. Nothing so stupid that it's cool.
Yeah.
And I tried that like 3 times, and it fucking tanked.
Yeah.
And I would come home and I would tell her, like, it ain't going to work. It ain't going to do it. And, like, the night before the Showtime taping, I did it at Melrose
Yep.
Improv. And it was okay, but not something you want to fucking film in your special.
Yeah.
And I came home and I go, no, it's not going to work. And she goes, fuck you, you're doing it. She goes, you're afraid of it because it's conceptually, it's out there.
Yeah.
And you're limping into it.
Yeah.
You're limping into that fucking bit. You're going to do it. It's going to kill, but you just got to let them know up front, whether it's your energy, you got to let them know, this is legit. I stand by my fucking work.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
And in the Showtime special, I go, this is kind of a high concept, but you guys are really smart. You'll totally get this. I have no irony. And I just, boom. And it's like 15 minutes long.
Yeah.
And that's the bit.
Wow.
People are always tweeting like, I can't fucking believe you nailed down that irony shit.
Now, your wife writes your stuff. Well, like, when does this happen and why?
I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
She's an insomniac. And
Yeah.
it started when I was doing Gary Unmarried. I was writing a book as well.
Right.
And full stand-up schedule. And she said to me, I'd be on like an airplane and she would just be writing out jokes and bits on the road. And people ask her, like, how do you write so much? She goes, it was literally just because my schedule was so crazy.
Right.
And she said, well, I can't be Gary. The show's called Gary Unmarried.
Uh-huh.
I can't be Gary.
Right.
Okay? I can't go out and be Jay Mohr on stage. I can't write this book about being on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
So instead, here, how come when women die, they always say, she lit up a room?
Yeah.
How come they always say, no one had anything bad to say about her? Because
Yeah.
by my math, if she got murdered, there's at least one guy.
Yeah.
I'm rounding up, but it's one.
Yeah.
And he had such bad things to say about her. Words didn't work anymore. To get his point across, he needed tools, the woods, and time.
Yeah.
Like that's what I really love about my wife's writing. Is she's so much smarter than I am.
Right.
Like that sentence I just said to you would never cross my mind.
Now, when she
Words didn't work. To get his point across, he needed tools, the woods, and time.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
smart.
That's like a lyric.
It's Carlin-esque.
Yeah. Now, when she writes the stuff, then she gives it to you what, on paper?
In a notebook.
And then you just start trying to do it at shows?
Immediately.
Wow.
Next time up.
Now, at what point do you stop writing? Like, okay.
Never. No, never.
Are you just adding to it? It's like a team? Or?
Yeah, I do anything I tag.
Uh-huh.
Like if I write a lot of tags, you got to understand. Yeah, I'm writing the tags, but I never would have been I would never have gone down that street.
Right.
To, but stuff tonight, like the rock and roll stuff.
Yeah.
It's like I'm kind of still peeling the onion on that because I want to get that just right. Maybe bang that out in a CD.
Yeah. I do rock and roll stuff.
I just want to get nominated for a Grammy.
Let me. That's
I really just want to put on a comedy album.
Yeah.
And just be in the fucking Grammy nominee list.
I just got hired by the Grammys to host, to do this show twice a month on Hulu or their website or whatever on, and I'll have you on it. But what we're going to do is talk about nominees and past wins of comedy, alternative rock, and metal. And rock and roll, you know.
Jethro Tull won Best Metal Band, and
yeah, I know, and that's the most
Metallica
that's the most obvious one, you know. But as I do some research over the next couple weeks, I'll look at what else happened. You know what I mean? Of course, I can't shit on them and stuff. No, it's not that gig.
You know, can you talk about the curse of Best New Artist?
Well,
Jesus Jones, Milli Vanilli. If you're Best New Artist, you're out.
It has.
You know, in movies, you know what the curse is?
What?
And introducing, you're out.
Introducing?
In the credits.
Oh, yeah.
If it says, and introducing Dean Delray, you're done.
Really?
You got to look online of all, and introducing.
Uh-huh.
You're done.
That's
know that?
Crazy. No.
Yeah, it's you see old movies?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, and introducing.
They don't use that anymore, do they?
They still do.
They do?
And they're done. You're done.
How pissed would you be like, no?
Well, that's all negotiated.
Yeah.
Single card. I didn't know what that meant.
Yeah.
Jerry Maguire, my first movie.
Yep.
They're like, the money's this.
Yeah.
Which was nothing because I was a club comic.
Yeah.
Nothing to negotiate with. But they're like, we're holding firm for single card.
Yeah.
And I went,
don't hold shit.
Cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah.
I'm like, just don't let it get away. They're like, oh no. But your first movie, single card means you're the only name on screen.
Yeah.
Instead of Jay Mohr and Jerry O'Connell, like two names at the same time.
Right.
Because now that you have single card, your first movie, you're never going shared card. And if you do, they're going to give you a little extra money for the shared card.
Yeah, that's hilarious. All this fucking weird shit, right?
And is okay.
Yeah. Isn't it weird, all that shit?
With guest star, special guest star, with, and. But, check it out.
Yep.
Introducing.
I'm going to look.
Done. I mean, never, not even like LMNs, like gone.
I'm going to Google it.
You should.
God, man.
So that's like Best New Artist for the Grammy.
The biz is so weird, right? That you're talking about that. It's like,
well, you know, babe.
No, but I mean, it's so creepy, kooky. Like if you don't really
ooky altogether.
If you don't go to school for acting and you don't, study it and stuff, and all of a sudden you're like a comedian. They go, "We got a role," and they give it to you. It's amazing how you can float around on this set and have no idea what's going on. But then when you go up and step up to the camera, you go, "Oh, well, these guys are just doing the same shit." You know what I mean? But all the
make believe.
Yeah, it's make believe.
Little kids do it for free.
All the weird shit, like that when the guy comes up, he goes, "All right, we're going to shoot dirty over your shoulder," and you just act like you know what they mean. You go, "Oh yeah, shooting dirty," and then the guy's, "What are you doing?" "I just told you we're shooting dirty over your shoulder." You know, and I'm like,
"You know what I always said?"
"What?"
"I don't know what that means."
"Oh, you did?"
"Always."
"Really?"
"Always."
"Wow."
And they go, "Oh, I'm sorry. It means I'm a little piece of your shoulder in the shot."
"Yeah."
And I go, "Okay."
"Oh wow."
I never fronted.
That's genius.
I always, and in real life, if people like say a word that I don't understand, I go, I'll do interviews on the radio show, Jay Mohr Sports, and some guy will go like, something's up. I go, "I don't know what that word means."
Yeah. You're just honest with it.
Yeah.
Right? That's the only way you learn.
That's been my biggest ally, honesty.
That's the only way you learn, right?
Yeah.
Because
and on stage, being honest on stage, like how you are.
Yeah.
Like we said in the beginning, 80% of your act, any comic listening, 80% of your act has already happened to you. So you just got to get to that place, like usually right before you're falling asleep. Keep a notebook by your bed.
Yeah.
And you think of some weird shit your grandfather said.
Yeah.
Just fucking write it down.
It's true.
That's it.
I tell you what, this shit is killing. When I do the coke off the dick joke, that's a real story. I was at the store, and I was looking at my notes, getting ready to go on. These two guys are just drunk, fucking talking too loud right by the bathroom, you know? Just like, dudes in the hall. And I hear the guy, he goes, "Yeah, dog." And then...
I don't know this bit. Tell me.
Yeah. He goes, "Yeah, then she just snorted a line of coke off my dick, dude." And then they high-fived, right? And I just thought, like, you know how long I've heard this story in my life? You know how much coke I've done? You know what I mean? It's impossible. Yeah,
Not a good surface for cocaine.
Yeah, and then I break it down.
round,
I don't want to
veiny
give the bit away because it's brand new. No, because it's brand new and but I break it down. And as soon as they said that, they introduced me at the store. I walked on and I just started telling the story.
Good. Yeah.
And it crushed, and then I just tweaked it a little bit, and now it's good.
But it's never finished.
Never finished.
Buddy Hacker told me, peel the onion.
Oh, yeah.
None of your jokes are ever done with.
Well, tonight I came up with something. As soon as I walked off stage, I went, oh, and wrote it down right away for the joke. It just came to me as I was walking off. You said, hey, good job. And I went, oh, fuck. Oh, and I just pulled into the room real quick and wrote it down. But I always say that frat guys always say, like, yeah, dog, I was laying pipe. I was laying some pipe last night. Frat guys, I was laying pipe. And I think, well, first of all, you can't fucking chop up coke on a pipe dick. It's like it's round. It's not going to sit on there. You know what I mean? So that came to me right away.
I'm going to fuck the shit out of her.
Yeah.
Like, you doing anal?
Yeah. It's just nasty.
You're going to fuck her so hard, she's going to shit her pants?
There's all these things, though.
I'm going to fuck her so bad.
Yeah. I'm going to fuck her so bad. You're going to fuck bad?
Do a good job?
Yeah.
I'm losing my voice. Because I got a show.
Let's get out and let's go sing some rock.
Yeah, me and Dean Delray are going downstairs.
Yeah, we're going to sing
with
with
the name of the band.
This cover band, Metal Shop.
Or you can say the name of the band. It's your podcast.
Oh, you can't? Oh, yeah.
I was like, don't say the name of the band.
Oh, well, they're a cover band. You can say the name, right?
No, it wasn't for legal reasons.
Oh.
I just wanted to fucking be a whore and have it only Dean and JJ time.
Oh.
I don't want these guys on my podcast appearance.
Thanks, man. Let's have fun tomorrow night.
I love you, Dean.
There he is, Jay Mohr, guys. Thank you. More guys, 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 thank you.